Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you almost the evening time today in my time, which is almost 6 p.m., for a movie review this time. And this is for the Forever Purge that I just got done watching. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for this movie and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, they've made so many Purge movies. And I was liking it in the beginning, but when first Purge came out, it was decent, but it wasn't great. This one, however, makes it seem to the point where it's never ending. That's what they're making this movie known as, the Forever Purge, and I'm like, is this what our country's gonna come to eventually? Because it's just crazy. But pretty much the plot was okay. Movie was okay. It had a solid ending, but pretty much there was a lot of purgers. And right after the purge commenced, meaning it started and then it ended at a certain time, people weren't listening and were just doing it anyway. And then martial law came in effect, and people just didn't stop killing one another in the movie. But I know when I tried getting my mom into this movie, she's like, no, 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 no. She's like, I don't want to see a movie where it's could come true. I'm like, you never know. And apparently there was a certain politician that was our president that, if you know who I'm talking about, uh, that could have gotten us to that point. Because, yeah. Uh, but pretty much the Forever Purge was okay. I wasn't crazy about the movie as much, but eh, it was okay. That's all I can say, because I don't want to go into too much politics, because apparently a certain group of people don't like it when I talk politics, because they think I'm an SJW, and I'm like, no. No, that's not what I'm implying. You're just pretty fucking delusional if you think that way. Um, you're just thinking outside the box kind of shit. But overall, I think the Forever Purge was an okay movie. I wasn't that crazy about it. It it didn't do so bad with the story, but it's just they've constantly made Purge after Purge, and it gets to a point where the script starts to be watered down a bit and not as great. But this movie pretty much focused on Texas and Mexico, because the only safe haven in this movie was Mexico, and pretty much the United States was under a full forever purge, I guess you could say. But for a score, I'm gonna give the Forever Purge a 6.5 out of 10. This was okay. It was a very weak movie, in my opinion. And I usually like these movies, like the concept behind it, but it can terrify some people knowing that this shit could have really happened back in a few years ago when a certain politician was in office and could have. If you saw these movies, you'd be like, oh, I want to start that. I'd be like, oh no. Because then there'd be nothing but violence in this world. And pretty much, yeah. I don't want to go into too much talk about that. Because, yeah, certain people may not agree with me on that. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie, The Forever Purge, if you've seen it. And if you like this movie review, hopefully you did, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for another, it's probably going to be a review. I don't know. I was trying to go to work today, but then it just was thundering and lightning. And I was like, another day without work. But yeah, these movies just, these Purge movies just don't do so well anymore. I liked it in the beginning, but when election year came out, that's when the movies started to suck a bit. I liked the Purge Anarchy, and then after that, nah, they they went from good to decent to okay, and this movie was okay, in my opinion. But yeah, uh, I don't know. I think the director was Eduardo something. Uh, I can't remember who, but for who directed this movie. But this movie was okay. Not the script. It had a good ending. That's all I can tell you. It had a pretty okay ending, and there was a little bit of hope towards the end, but also a little bit of doubt too, with what's our country gonna come to, kind of shit. So yeah, watching Purge movies kind of terrifies me now, knowing that this shit could really happen in the future. And I don't want to jinx it, but it's a high possibility. But anyways, I don't want to try to frighten you over this movie review, because technically let's just say that the movie's fiction, and hopefully it doesn't come true. But stay safe, take care, and as always, I will see you in my next review.